Okay, so now we come to part 5 of the discussion on director Lokesh Kanagaraj's pre-Coolie interview marathon, especially where some people have language issues, so we try to share some points. So he mentioned about how he has a lot of artists from Kerala in his films, and he says that as a group they have a vision and they work well as a team. So he brings in the cameraman and some actors from there, and he's quite satisfied with their performance. And then he talks about how his projects he tries to keep it not too long. He don't want to lock down the artists for 3 years 4 years like as Rajamouli does. Saubin Shahi still had to lose about 6 to 7 films because Lokesh needed him for the Coolie shooting for some months. So that happened. But I think Saubin ultimately succeeded in his sacrifice because even the Monica song became such a big name for him. So I'm sure there's a lot to come within the movie itself. And he mentioned something about the working style of artists. So for example, Rajinikanth, he likes the script or the dialogue lines to be delivered to him in the morning so that he can sort of read it and immediately do his performance. Other than that, he also talked about how during the shooting of the film Master with Vijay, he had the opportunity to discuss with Kamal Hassan for the Vikram film, and at the time itself Vijay told him that after this you will be doing a film, you should be doing a film with superstar Rajinikanth, and as predicted, that sort of happened. Right, so that was that. Only thing is it didn't come out in the form of Kamal produced Rajini acting producers different, stories different, and so on. Basically, he says he prefers Master 2 as a follow-up to Vijay's film rather than Leo 2. However, he will see what's the best way forward. Of course, all this only depends if Vijay takes a break from politics to come back into acting. Lokesh also mentioned something interesting about the chain of gold watches and people are going crazy about time travel and all that. He said that it's nothing to do with that. It's just that the gold watches can be one form of smuggling, and chained up the watches can also be like some kind of a weapon. And since Loki likes to make fights look organic, whereby the fighters are using whatever objects are lying around them, so the clock or the watch according to him is merely that. However, we do not know. Maybe they were just trying to mislead the audience with so many. Because if the watch chain is just for the purpose of as a tool for fighting, why is it so prominently displayed in the background of the posters and all that? So maybe they do play a big role, at least in the how to say, in the smuggling part of things, if nothing else. And so he was also asked about his love for DC franchise films, and how he likes to listen to the Batman soundtrack while writing his scripts. And he was asked if from the MCU universe, if at all is one character he'd like to be, which one would that be? And Lokesh said he would want to be Wolverine because he found that is the most rugged and the most blood-spilling character. The other superheroes are very much PG-13, so he wants a bit of that. And then the conversation went into Jackie Chan and how Jackie Chan also, despite having no blood in his action, later on in his career he did explore some films with more serious violence and some bloodshed as well. He is also saying that he is talking to Surya on the Rolex project as a separate standalone project, and he asked fans not to be disappointed that the Irbukai Mayavi film did not take off, because he said that due to the passage of time he has taken many ideas from the Irbukai Mayavi film and used those scenes in other films already, so that story is already sort of hollowed out. And if we were to sort of try to make that into a movie project, it would be very hollow and empty. So he says don't take that particular film as a big loss to Surya. So basically, Loki seems to be quite strong in his style of hyper violent filmmaking. For me personally, as an observer, my concern is that if you don't have some amount of versatility, then it might affect your longevity of your career as a director, because people are just going to ask you to keep making those kind of nighttime action films, and the audience is going to get bored of that after some time. If you take Shankar, for example, even he tried some amount of genre shift, whereby he made films like Boys. He even made a Hindi remake film with Vijay. And so even then, he still kept going back to his comfort zone of vigilante films, and then you all know how Indian 2 turned out, and Game Changer as well. So the biggest thing about being a director is trying to keep yourself fresh, coming with a new perspective. Even James Cameron, after doing films like Terminator and such films like Titanic, he went to totally different direction. You see, he was initially known as like the action director, James Cameron, with Arnold. They were a strong pairing, but he totally went on a tangent and did Titanic, and what a hit it was, right? And then later on, he turned again to go into Avatar with lots of science fiction inspired from his underwater snorkeling and all that. So I think our directors, especially Loki, would do well to take some inspiration from there to keep himself rejuvenated. I think his attempt to become a hero, as he mentioned in these interviews, where he is working with Arun Matiswaran on like a gangster flick. He's taking it seriously. He's losing weight and changing his hairstyle and so on. So maybe that break and that journey as an actor will bring out more creativity in him. So far, he has only done 2 projects with Vijay. If we're talking about big heroes, and so whether he will rejoin hands with Rajini is a big curiosity. The likelihood is very low, because he has to do Kaidi to finish his own film, and also a film with Amir Khan. So at least not in the next 2 or 3 years, unless what do you call it? This film, what's the name? Coolie becomes a super duper hit. Let's say it almost 2,000 crores, for example, box office. Then there might be some pressure for Loki to rejoin Rajini. Maybe he will keep the shooting of the Amir film and the Kaidi 2 film quite brief, so that he can come back to this project, especially if Sun TV is willing to pay him God knows what, triple or quadruple the salary. But the odds are quite tough, because unfortunately Yasha's film has been very business wise, have been very meticulous in signing exclusive contracts for IMAX and all those profit giving high ticket priced what do you call it, theater seats. Not sure why Coolie team has been like settled on that. And Loki also hopefully will take it more seriously, as also other Hollywood filmmakers, whereby when they launch a song, what they should not do only in Tamil, they should immediately do in Hindi and Telugu. Nowadays, after Tamil, maybe 1 or 2 days later, Hindi or Telugu comes, and the Tamil one should have subtitles, proper English subtitles. The movie should have proper English subtitles. So unless they take all these things seriously, it's difficult to reach a wider audience, and hence wider market and bigger box office income. So in life, you cannot just stay still and expect to progress. Either you go up or you go down. Even small regional film like the Karnataka film industry has given us KGF and Kantara. So through these interviews, Loki gave us his worldview, and we hope that he will score well with Coolie and go on to greater heights. What do you all think? Share in the comment section. Thank you guys. Bye bye.